set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Pull it out.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Go lay down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
The 38-yard line.
First down, and it's Pollard again. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This time Jackson will throw it. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown #2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
A 3-yard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Complete to
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker.
And this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Tyreek Hill.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. They'll run with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on second and 8. Jackson gets this one to Hill. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ravens. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The give to Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That is definitely what we call a defense and uh-oh play.
That's
and what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll drop this down to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
To Jonathan Taylor. A gain of 5. And a Raven.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't? And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Jackson
picked off inside the 10. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The
Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go. Like 56. Yellow. Can't give these traps. Let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 56. Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Pollard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Now Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check, 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 check.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collected, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Pollard again. Finding room to the 20. Room here to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Jackson on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On first down. It's Taylor, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
28-all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Ravens.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. They run with Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Jerome Baker.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And he's got his man, Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's third down.
And on third and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Jackson to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
4-yard line.
Stepping up, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Tony Pollard. Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For Tony Pollard, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish.